As human beings, we have a lot of wacky ideas about appropriate feelings and behavior. And one of them is that a good person feels bad, that we should feel uncomfortable feelings to prove that we are a moral person or a decent person. And that's not to say that we're not moral or decent if we're feeling uncomfortable feelings. But the idea that we have to do that to prove that we're good causes us a lot of unnecessary pain, particularly around guilt, but it's with other uncomfortable emotions as well. But this idea that I need to feel this because if I don't, then I'm a bad person. And I'd like to help you shift through that if you're willing, because it leads to a better place. Taking full responsibility for your own well-being. Even though I need to feel bad to prove I'm good, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I need to feel bad to prove that I'm good, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I need to feel bad in order to feel good, because I can't really feel good about myself unless I'm feeling bad about other things, including myself. And even though I need to feel bad to prove that I'm good, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe even the people who taught me this, because that's what they'd been taught. All this need to feel bad to prove that I'm good. I need to feel bad to prove that I'm good. It's the appropriate way to feel. In certain circumstances, I should feel bad. Because if I don't, it means there's something wrong with me. It means that I don't care. It means that I'm heartless. It means that I have no moral compass. It means all kinds of bad things about me. So basically I'm saying, if I'm feeling good, I must be a bad person. Because a truly good person feels bad. And maybe it's only circumstantial. I only have to feel bad under certain circumstances. But those circumstances are happening all the time. If I have to feel bad whenever someone else is suffering, I'm never going to be able to feel good. And maybe it's just when I've done something. I need to feel guilty about my behavior. A good person may not always be perfect, but at least they torture themselves when they're not perfect. So that I can say to people, I know what I did wasn't entirely right, but at least I feel really bad about that. So doesn't that make you feel better? Don't you feel better knowing what a good person I am? Probably doesn't help. All this fear of feeling better. All this fear that if I don't feel guilt, that I will become a bad person. And guilt is painful. And all of my unfortunate behavior, all of my harmful behavior, generally comes from me feeling pain. Feeling pain doesn't lead to better behavior. As I clear the pain, I reveal more of the peace inside. I reveal more of the love inside. And when I allow myself to be my most peaceful, loving self, I naturally behave in the best ways. I naturally treat others better. Feeling good is one of the best things I can do. I'm clearing all this old belief that the measure of how bad I feel is the measure of how good I am. And I love and appreciate those parts of me that have often made myself feel worse in order to somehow feel better about myself. I make myself even more miserable so that I can feel more self-righteous or somehow prove what a wonderful person I am. And it's not that I'm wrong or bad or stupid. When I do feel uncomfortable emotions, I'm not bad for feeling bad. I just don't need to make it worse. It's not a requirement for being a good person. I'm able to do more good when I'm feeling more peace and love. And I choose to do as much good as I can. So I'm setting myself free to do that. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. And just to be clear, clearing feelings like guilt doesn't mean that you're going to say, oh, what I did was okay. It's not a matter of being blind to inappropriate or harmful behavior. But guilt is painful and it leads to less fortunate behavior. So you allow yourself to acknowledge that what you did is not what you want to do in the future. You clear the pain, you set yourself free to do much better in the future. So thanks for doing that. And if you can use more help doing that, I'm here for you.